Do you have a 2015 and 2020 Tahoe or Suburban that's got roof racks that just isn't working? Well, this is an intro and a video just to show you how to take them off. You also have to take off the headliner. It seems like a little much, but honestly, it's very easy. It's my first time doing it. I noticed there wasn't any videos online, so you can go ahead and watch this if this is what you're trying to do. Okay, so I already took it apart, but the first thing that you have to do is take off this top piece that comes in the back, and the seat belts come out super easy. The only thing holding them in is these red tabs for the plastic, and all you have to do is just give them a good yank and they come right out. As you can see, nothing really broke. And that's the first piece. These second pieces, there's no need to really take them out of the seat belts, as it would be pretty difficult. But all you have to do is just unplug your speaker, and then it's a push-pull tab, as you can see right here. And then it's just more of these red tabs. So all it is just two right here on the inside, and then this one on the top right here, and that's what's holding this up on the roof. And there's going to be one on this side and then one on this side. Then up here is where you're going to have those little hooks that you can hang clothes on. Those are these ones. The only drives that you're going to need the deep sockets, but the only ones that I used for everything was the 5/16, the 932, and then for the ones on the actual roof for taking off the roof rack, it's a 10mm. For these, I also forgot to mention is right here you're going to have a plastic clip, and then underneath it is going to be one of those two that I mentioned, and then you just have to unscrew it with a deep socket. From there, it should just pop down. You also have a pull tab right here, just one plastic pull tab that goes right in this one. There should be two, but there's only one. Everything I used, I also used one of your plastic wedgies. You can get pretty much everything in AutoZone. And then I'd say the most difficult part was right here, that light that goes right in the middle. There's a pull tab that's kind of difficult to get into, especially if you have bigger hands. So the easiest way to do it is just, there's on the very top of it, it's just like any other pull tabs. You just have to pull the pull tabs on the very top, so you can actually push the lighting fixture back, because if you notice, it'll have leeway on it, so it lines up with that hole. And you can bend it forward, and you just need to put a flathead screwdriver on the top and just wiggle it out side to side with your fingers. So in the front over here, you're gonna have another pull tab. It's right there. You just pop that out with the flathead, and then it's another one of those two sockets that I mentioned. And then you're gonna have your handlebars up here on the sides. You'll notice there's pull tabs on either side of them as well, with the same socket. And then you just pop them out with that flathead screwdriver, and then take them out with that same deep socket. The DVD player was honestly probably the easiest. Maybe these pull tabs on either side of it. And then all you have to do is take out the ones closest to the further of the rear. And then the other ones there's two, but the ones towards the front of the truck, those don't actually come out. They just stay inside of it. And then it has two pull tabs when you pull it out. So these plastic pieces right here, there's also pull tabs on them that you have to yank out, those red tabs that on the inside. There's not too many though. Let's see if I can get in here. Oh, see, there's one right here, and then there's one on the back side right there, and then there's one right above it, also in the rear of it. So there's two in the back, and then one towards the front of the door that you have to pull out. And then from there, to take off the roof rails, you're gonna have 4 10mm. This is exactly what you're looking for. This is the only part that sticks out from the roof. They're gonna be closer, obviously, right underneath the roof rails. But They come out with a deep socket 10mm, and there's just going to be 4 running all the way down the back, and then there's some on both sides. I'll show you what they look like on the other side. One right here, one right there, another right there, and then another all the way here in the front, right underneath the door frame here. Let's see if I can get it. It's directly right here, right in the corner and up. After that, all you have to do is, this is the actual roof rail. I already uninstalled it. This is the front of it. Underneath it, it's just going to have this plastic pull tab and those same plastic wedgie bars. All you have to do is go towards the front right here and then pull up on it, and they pop out fairly easy. I figured out you don't have to take off any of these plastic flathead fillers, but this is what it looks like underneath. And like I said, there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you also have another plastic pull tab at the very back. So right here. So all you're gonna need is, I found these at Harbor Freight. Make sure it's stainless steel so you're not rusting anything on the top. I also had to get washers just because the nuts weren't exactly big enough. But this is a M6 100 by 25. It's metric stainless steel. That's the only thing that I found that actually fit these nuts, that it was already on the vehicle. And I've tried it out already, and it does tighten down all the way. What I am going to do to create a seal is I'm going to use your gasket maker. There's your ultra black, so it blends in a little bit. And then I'm going to use some Loctite on the thread so that way nothing pops loose. About 1 inch long. And it seats perfectly on the roof with it. It creates a flush seal. And then afterwards, I'm just going to go over the top, just a little touch up, just to make sure it's completely waterproof, just a flex seal. If you haven't heard of it, just look it up. So I haven't cleaned it up yet, but I just wanted to show y'all exactly what I'm doing. Like I said, I did have to use a washer because without it, there is movement. And it doesn't exactly, see the gap right there? It might if I sit it flush, but all the movement in between is exactly what I'm putting the washer on. And it seats perfectly. So I'm also going to put that gasket material underneath the washer and then in between the washer as well. And then after that seals and dries, I'm also going to go over the top. And then I haven't received it yet, but that huge gap that it creates, I did purchase the trim that goes all the way to the back to the front. It's a 6-foot long piece. I found it on eBay. I'll show you it once I get it, and then I'll show you what it looks like once I put it on. But it does have a sticky side, so all you have to do is take off the sticky side, make sure it's clean on the roof, and then place it on there. But those are the holes. 1, 2, 3, 4. The clip that goes into the back lights, you just gotta push it back in. Have your push tab right there. Just pops right back in.